Have you ever really thought about how your favorite songs get made? I mean, for the longest time, it was this super complex process, totally locked away behind expensive studio doors. But today, we're diving into a full-blown revolution, how technology and, yeah, AI are making it so one single person with a laptop can basically be their own music company.
And it really does, right? It feels like magic. You hit play and this whole world of sound just appears out of thin air. But, behind that magic, there's a process. It's a journey. And until just recently, that journey was guarded by big record labels and even bigger budgets. Well, not anymore. That process is now open to pretty much everyone.
And honestly, this slide just says it all. On one side, you've got the old world. Locked gates, massive labels, huge budgets. You had to get someone to say yes to you. On the other side, one person, a laptop, and some really smart tools. The gatekeepers, they're gone. The barriers have totally crumbled.
So, let's actually dig into what this means. What does it really look like to be a one-person music company in the world we live in right now?
It means you handle the whole thing, the entire life of a song, right from that first little spark of an idea to actually producing it, getting it to sound great, marketing it, and finally, getting paid when someone streams it. One person now has complete creative and really entrepreneurial control over their art.
Okay, so first things first. Where does it all start? Let's get to the heart of it. Actually creating the music. Taking an idea that's in your head and turning it into sound.
The command center for any modern musician is something called a DAW, or Digital Audio Workstation. This is basically your entire studio, but it's software that lives on your computer. You've got super beginner-friendly options like BandLab that you can use right in your web browser, and then you have pro-level powerhouses like Ableton Live. This is where your ideas literally become sound.
Ah, yes, the classic creative nightmare. We've all been there. You sit down, you open up your software, you're all excited, and then nothing. Just a blinking cursor. You have all the tools in the world, but the inspiration just isn't showing up. This is where things get really, really interesting.
This is where AI completely changes the game. And I want you to think of it not as a replacement, but as a creative partner. Imagine you've got a great melody, but you can't quite figure out the chords. Well, an AI tool could suggest a bunch of options, maybe even a complex jazz chord you never have thought of. And boom, suddenly your simple song has this incredible, soulful depth. You are always the director. You make every single final creative choice. The AI isn't writing the song for you, it's just unlocking doors you didn't even know were there.
Okay, so you've written and recorded a great song. Awesome. But there is a huge difference between a great song and a great sounding record. And that's where professional polish comes in. This step, right here, is what separates the pros from the amateurs. Think of mixing like you're a chef. You're balancing all the ingredients, the vocals, the drums, the bass, so nothing is too loud or too quiet. Then mastering is like the final presentation. It's what makes your whole song loud enough, crisp, and powerful, whether someone's listening on tiny earbuds or through massive speakers in their car.
Not long ago, this step alone would have cost thousands of dollars for studio time and an experienced engineer. But now, AI-powered tools can analyze your track and give you a professional-sounding master in minutes. The barrier of cost and access for this critical step has effectively just disappeared.
All right, you have a finished, polished track. Now it's time to switch hats from creator to business owner. This is the moment your art officially becomes a product that's ready for the marketplace.
Getting your music on Spotify or Apple Music isn't some big mystery anymore. It's actually just a few simple steps. You sign up for a distribution service, you upload your audio file and your album art, and they do all the heavy lifting. In just a few days, your song is available to a global audience. It's really that straightforward.
So, your music is live. Congratulations. That's huge. But now you're facing the biggest challenge of the modern era. With millions of songs out there, how does anyone find yours?
And this is the fundamental truth of the music world today. Hitting that upload button is not the finish line. It's the starting line. There's no big label marketing department to do the work for you. You have to be your own marketer. You have to tell your story, create content around your music, and build a community.
And hey, guess what? AI is here to level the playing field on this front too. It can basically become your personal marketing assistant. It can draft social media posts, brainstorm video ideas, or even dig into your listener data to show you who your biggest fans are and where they live. This frees you up to spend less time on the grind and more time doing what you love, creating.
So let's zoom out and take a look at the big picture.
What is the new reality for a musician trying to make it today?
Now that number might seem a little intimidating, but it's the reality of this new open landscape. With all the barriers to entry gone, the competition for people's attention is just massive. Standing out now takes more than just having a great song.
And this brings us to probably the most important takeaway of this whole thing. Technology has leveled access, but it has not leveled effort. Everybody has the tools now. What makes the difference is your creative vision, the quality of your work, and your persistence to keep going.
And that, right there, is the most empowering part of this entire story. You are no longer on the outside looking in, hoping that someone, somewhere will give you permission. The gates have been torn down. The path is now open for anyone who's willing to walk it.
Ultimately, that's what it all boils down to. The tools are here, the platforms are open. The question is no longer, can I do this? The question is, what do I want to create? Right now, your potential is limited far more by your own imagination than it is by your access to the industry.